Hello, hello, welcome back to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today I'd like to talk to you about another underrated film that will soon disappear from HBO Max, but you can rent it on YouTube or wait until it comes on Tubi or whatever streaming platform. I happened to rewatch the underrated thriller called Thoroughbreds, starring Olivia Cooke, Anya Taylor-Joy, Anton Yelchin. It's a story about two upper-class teenage girls who plot to take out one of their stepfathers. And this film is advertised as a comedy, a dark comedy, and to an extent, it's kind of a dark comedy, but mostly a thriller, a suspense thriller about two girls who they reconnect and they pretty much understand one another in a way, but then things kind of get a little bit dark where one of them wants to um, end the ticking of I'm trying to be careful with my words here, of their stepfather, which they hate. And that's on Anya Taylor Joyce's character. And I'm going to tell you straight up, this movie, it's kind of a slow burn thriller with a little comedic tones. Well, I don't want to say tones, but just dialogue kind of just thrown out here or there. And well, the reason I brought this movie up because it was not going to be available on HBO Max pretty soon. But really, you have these two characters, Olivia Cooke's character, who's pretty much, I think she's kind of a not a sociopath. She's kind of a psychopath. She is devoid of all emotion, and with the start of the film, she takes out a horse that I think her family owns, and she murders it. And I don't think her folks know about it. And she is so secluded from her, or I don't know if seclude is the right word, but avoidant of her emotional side that she's completely emotionless. The girl just, she tells the truth. She is very disconnected from human emotions. Where she meets Anya Taylor Joy's character, who pretty much puts on a fake personality until Olivia Cooke kind of sees through her, and then she kind of really tells the truth as to yeah, I hate my stepdad. I want to off him. I would tell you what, these characters you don't connect. In fact, you kind of don't really root for them, especially on a dark subject like this. You're more fascinated on where the movie is gonna go, and then you're kind of fascinated with the characters and then they're studying. In fact, you don't feel sorry for them, but you become fascinated. I don't feel sorry for Anya Taylor Joy's character at all. Her character. The more that is revealed about her character, the more you kind of despise her character a little bit. And they kind of give little hints here and there, but from what I've understand from her perspective, that the rich lifestyle is pretty much not the lifestyle you really want to live, especially when you're upbringing children. Uh, where everything seems so superficial and she doesn't really have any connection towards her family, most particularly her stepdad, since she really hates him, tries to hatch a plan to take him out. And she and Olivia Cook gets Anton Yelchin's character involved, who's pretty much an outsider and trying to be a wannabe big time kingpin. And they try to get him involved, which he doesn't want anything to do with. And they drag him in there anyway. And it's kind of hilarious just with their dynamic on how they're trying to construct a way to solve Anya Taylor Joyce's character. This is issue. And it's pretty fascinating. It's pretty fascinating to see these characters really interact and the dialogue that's really been driven or being written for the characters is pretty out there. Now, a good chunk of this film takes place within the house of around the house, in around the house of this mansion that Anya Taylor-Joyce's character live in. I don't remember that character's name, sorry, so I'm going to talk about the actor's name. And it's really intriguing of how their dialogue, their scenes together are amazing. The two actresses here are amazing. I mean, Anya Taylor-Joy, yeah, we all know she's great, but Olivia Cooke, I think she's very underrated as an actress. I have not seen a lot of her work. I've never seen her in Ready Player One, and I heard she's in House of the Dragon. But her right here, she is freaking amazing in this movie. I mean, I swear to God, this movie, she steals every scene that she is in. I'm telling you, it's a performance that was overlooked. I think when I saw this 2018, the movie came out 2018, but I think they filmed it in 2016. So the movie was in limbo, waiting around for a while. I don't know what was the reason. So I think they shot it in 2016, but didn't finally get a release until 2018. I think. Uh, because I think Anton Yelchin passed away in 2016. And I'm gonna tell you, this film is a really, really, really like it's really, really interesting. Each scene they do something a little bit unique, and it's really to its core a thriller with dark comedy elements into it. They don't necessarily force the comedy; it kind of happens naturally, but you're kind of just into the movie. I was really into the movie right when the start of the film kind of kicked off and you're really fascinated. These two actresses here really delve into their character and really gave a lot of meaning and backstory to them. Again, you're not supporting them because trying to understand these characters, you really start to don't like them, but you're really fascinated and mesmerized by what they do. And that's what really got me invested into the story is that how could you watch a film and get so immersed into the character that you kind of understand them, but you don't support what they're doing. And that's very interesting. I think that's really tough to do. And this film, unfortunately, is not going to be on Netflix, not Netflix, HBO Max for a while, but I highly recommend you seek it out and check it out. Thoroughbreds, have you seen it? Comment below. Let me know if you have, and let me know what is your favorite underrated film.